Good evening. Howdy, howdy. Hope anybody that's watching, anybody that's here is having a great day. This has been a hot one, and I am exhausted. So when I say break time, I mean break time. Did some yard work today. Emily's yard and mine. And I tell you what, it is hot out there. I feel like I'm sitting short. Oh, I didn't raise my chair up. I ain't got the energy to. But I like it at that level because it keeps that sign back there right. Hello, Kason. You missed out on the mowing. I mowed Emily's backyard. The front yard wasn't bad. Hello, Lisa. Your package is in the mail, by the way. And then I came and mowed my front and backyard. What a day. Oh, I'm exhausted. I got work to do. That's why I titled this break time, and I mean it literally is break time. I'm just gonna chillax for a little bit and then try to get back to it. Hello, pork chop. I can do it next time Mom goes over. Well, it's done this time, and I don't know. Probably, I mean, it'll need mowing. This will need mowing again for sure because of the weeds. And there was stickers all in that backyard, so I had to use the grass catcher. Well, hopefully, there won't be as many stickers next time. What has you out at yard work? 100 and whatever degrees outside, out of shape. I think that's enough right there. That sun will zap you. I almost wore a tank top, but I was worried about getting sunburned. My yard, well, the front yard ain't too bad because it's mostly in the shade. The backyard, the mower is self-propelled, but it almost will get stuck in my backyard because that dirt is just, I mean, it's just soft dirt. When you just turn around with the push mower, it digs into it. That's soft dirt back there. I probably even sound tired. I did a vacuum cleaner a while ago for China dolls, and that is the worst hand vacuum cleaner I've ever done. You know, it's one of those for the car. I don't know. I mean, it vacuumed, but you had to go back and forth. And I took my phone out there and videoed it in the trunk, and we'll see. I haven't edited it yet. I'll work on that here in a little bit. Yeah, lead around. They tried to send me a cordless electric lawnmower the other day. It had a, get this, 8.5 inch cut on it. Yeah. I put, ha ha ha, that's a baby mower. No, thank you. Looks like I just got notifications, so I figured I'd say, what's up? But I'm going to keep watching my show now. Your headphones are over here, by the way. And you forgot your Gatorades. So, all right, well, I will talk to you later then. Yeah, well, actually, there's a ride mower in this backyard. It's Emily's. The drive belt on it, not the mowing deck belt, but the drive belt is stretched out and it needs replacing. And I ordered the drive belt for it 3 months ago, and it's in there in the supply room somewhere. I have no idea. I just ain't got time to mess with it. Because I'm going to have to put it up on jacks, drop the mowing deck, and then get up under there and put that belt on. And love you too. Have a good night. But I just ain't had time to do it. And over on the one side of the yard, it would get stuck because before it broke down, it was having issues of rolling through that dirt. It is so, I mean, you sink down this far. It's like sand. You have to watch the China doll picture doll. You have to watch the China doll picture dolls, product pictures. They are so photos. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's those sellers, especially when if you go on Amazon and you look up garage shelving, some of them you see this, muscled up dude standing in front of one, or a girl standing in front of one, and it looks like it's 12 foot tall, and and they're like 5 foot tall. That is so photoshopped, it's pathetic. Not even a good Photoshop. I mean, why? I don't know. Can you wet the dirt first before you mow? Oh, I could, but there's nothing really there to mow. There's occasional pecan tree. The squirrels buried in pecans, and if I just let them go, this would be a pecan orchard in this backyard. Over at Mom's too, though. But I bet there's I bet there's 15 trees in this backyard that were about this tall. I pulled some of them up, and some of them that was over towards the grass. I mowed them, but I'm all slouched down, ain't I? I need good posture. Here, there. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Come back, come back. One of these wheels they're good wheels. I need some carpet down there on the floor. We looked I guess we were at Sam's. The Sam's carpet was pretty high. The area rugs. Uh, I had thought about getting one, but if I'm going to buy that big of one and pay that much, I'll just put the one that Amber, my daughter, gave me in here, and then I'll put a new one in the living room. But these armrests are too tall, or I'm too tall. Drop it now. Whoa. I was thinking about, well, I don't know. I kind of want to try a different camera, but when you bump the table, it shakes. And I was thinking I could put a L bracket on the wall and mount the camera on it. Then it wouldn't shake. But I've got a water hose reel thing coming in. We'll see how that one works out. Oh, the electric scooter, that I was riding last night, and they said the battery compartment was busted. They're sending a whole new scooter. So, but I think I know somebody that can use this one. Oh, we'll put like a ratchet strap or something down to hold the case in place, or he can rig it up however. But I would edit with what I've gotten done on that video so far, but if they send a different color one, then whatever I do will be a waste of time. So I'm just going to wait for the other one to come in. And my ice cream maker, they're going to send a new one. They said because on the plastic around the edge of the bit was broke off. So the seller told the China doll that it more than likely got dropped and it busted something loose on the inside, and the refrigerant leaked out. That's why it won't get cold. So I'm going to cut the cord off of it because it's a good heavy cord. And occasionally when I do some of these reviews on lights, I need a power cord. So I'm going to cut the cord on it and throw it in the trash. I guess I'll keep the little metal bucket though. I don't know for what, but almost about the size. Well, it's 2 quarts, I think. Made me think of if you ever went to Texas Roadhouse, how used to, before the pandemic, they had the buckets of peanuts. It's about what that bucket reminds me of. But anyway, Yeah. Yesterday was a total bomb on getting reviews done. Today, the only thing I've gotten done is that little hand vac, and I don't know whether to throw it away or sell it for $5 because that's about all it's worth. And the thing was, let's see, 70, no, 37.99, and that's 75% off. They had it apparently for 149.99, and it's worth about $20. It's not very good. Oh, my son texted. A bat got in our house last night. Uh-oh. Tell him to hop on the live stream and tell us about it. What oh, it didn't tear anything up. Anyhow, yeah. Man, can you imagine a bat getting in your house? Grandpa monster in disguise, yeah. I don't know. He may be at work. I don't know if he's at work or not. I actually made it to the post office today. Told Lisa her package is in the mail. It kind of threw me off because the it did kind of like what Ray's does. Um, the town that she lives in, it made it go to a bigger town. I had actually heard of the other town, but it's all the same zip code. So I guess it's like a suburb. I don't know. But Ray's does that. When I send him something, it goes to, well, there's Mr. Caleb there. Well, that sure took me long enough to learn how to get my get my subs. So a bat got in your house. That's crazy. Pork Chop had said Grandpa Munster in disguise because I told him he got a bat in the house. I was going to get a bat house a while back. And they eat a ton of mosquitoes every night. Oh, really? I don't know how this newfangled internet stuff works. What? You're the techie. You're supposed to know this stuff. It's working just fine. I'm wore out. I entitled this live stream break time because after doing part of Emily's yard, I just did the backyard. The front yard, she has permagreen do the front yard, so it's pretty much grass and it ain't growing right now because she don't water it. But yeah, I was making toast and had the door open. Charlie asleep on the couch. Was it one of those like the ones that look like the rats? You know, like a real bat like you see on TV? It's like, it is Halloween stuff is coming out. Hobby Lobby was packed up with Halloween. The Family Dollar stores got all their Halloween stuff out. Then I watched him from the bedroom door until he flew out. That's kind of cool though. I don't know. I've never. I mean, we have well, we've got those bull bats here, and ones with the striped wings that fly around the lights. When I had the paper route when we lived in front of Ryder, I could sit up at Ryder on Cypress on in front of Ryder, and they would be around all them lights and getting the bugs, like Porkchop was saying, getting bugs. Yeah, I think they live in the mountainy, rocky area behind us. Hmm, that's cool though. I mean, but I think they carry like diseases though, but maybe that's maybe around big cities and stuff like that. I don't know. I still probably wouldn't want a bat flying around in my house. Probably wouldn't want any bird flying around my house. I learned something about birds yesterday. Like kildees will drag their wing when they got babies around. Doves will do kind of the same thing when they got babies. Scared the heck out of me. Yeah, Sierra was worried I got bit. Yeah, yeah, I'd be worried about that. But if you just let it fly around, I don't know if they would really bite you unless you tried to grab them or I don't know. I have no experience with bats. Love me some doves, some fancy pigeons. It was a baby and it was kind of, before I mowed the grass, my grass was tall out in the front yard, but it was kind of flopping around and I thought, because they have issues of flying into my windows, and I mean, sometimes they hit hard. So I thought maybe I didn't hear it, and usually I do. But when I went out there, it was a baby and it could fly like 2 or 3 foot and then it would land. Mama comes swooping down at me. And then she was like between me and the neighbor's house, just flopping around on both wings. They was out to get you. Probably just confused you. Well, the bird got in the street. So then I was out there and I'm like, okay, Mama's still around. I don't know if she would actually hit me, but I wanted to kind of scare it up into the grass across the road because cars coming up, they fly up and down my street. But that's why I didn't get that bat house. If one was sick with rabies and fell on the ground, you wouldn't want the dogs to get around. Yeah, that's true. Poodle bats. That's how you get bat dogs. Yeah. So I guess you're off work tonight. That's cool. I'm assuming you're off work. Getting ready for the Bowie Flea Market this weekend. It's gonna be a hot one, but maybe we can get stuffs, make some money by about noon, 1 o'clock, and call it a day. I am. I was actually meet the teacher. They met the teacher here in Burke too. Ran to the post office, and when I was coming back, I mean, it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. I mean, cars lined up down the road, kids were going everywhere. Sure, making a good first impression. I didn't wake up for it. Charlie was happy about it. Yeah, I think Kaysen said here it starts August 20th. Is that what he said? Let's see. Maybe he said August 18th because the 20th is a Wednesday. I thought he said the 20th or the 21st. That'd be about right. That sounds familiar. Start like on a Thursday. And I mean, why? I mean, you got the weekend. Why not start on Monday? But I think that's the way they do it. Yeah. Our time was 2 hours ago. Oh, dang, that's late. We start the 11th. On his birthday. He ain't happy. Oh, by the way, I think I'm gonna go ahead and order what we talked about, but they do have training wheels. I mean, if you're cool with that. I don't know what else. Our schools start the 12th. Well, I thought Kason said the 20th. Hmm. Hello, Ray. You been out doing proxy pics? Oh man, me either. Is that Pork Chop lives down way down south, and Ray is Dash and Womble is Ray. His wife was a lot of times on here. They're from Missouri. When we went to that one meetup a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, met them in person. Gonna grab me a dirt sample real quick. Grab me a dirt sample. Oh, I mean the Womble. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's not Chris or Eric. I forget. Thought it might have been Chris or something. Yeah, no. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen. I did see Chris. Oh, it's been a year ago now. But I'll see him every once in a while. There's a neat spot under our stairs. I'll show you if I get something good. I'm hoping to find a worm again. Oh, so you're playing with your microscope. That's cool. Mr. Biologist. I hope it's a pretty good one. I mean, it's got to be better than the other one. I don't know. Ray, if you haven't figured it out, Caleb is my son. The one that he lives in St. George, Utah. Yeah, I finally got the camera working. I think my laptop hates it. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, if it wasn't, if something was wrong with it or something, you can always send it back, or you can send it back and get a different one. I mean, it wouldn't hurt my feelings. I mean, I guess you could. Oh, tired. So my camera on the PC won't work. The camera also didn't work. I checked literally everything I could think of. Tried a different laptop and it popped right up. You might check and see if Windows has an update. Or you can go on the camera to go to the device manager and see if you can update it through that. Because I know sometimes Windows won't detect an update's available, but if you go to the device itself and click on update driver, maybe, I don't know. I'm scared to check for Windows updates. I don't know. And the only update that I've gotten lately is on GIMP, which is the photo editor I use, and I do not like the updated version of it. It still works, but it used to automatically go when you go to resize a picture. It automatically went to that, and now I have to go over there and click on it. You get used to it being automatic on focus. Tried it and it even searched the internet for a new driver. Says I'm all up to date. That's slightly annoying. Yeah. I wish I was more of a techie person. You know, it's all in your interest, really. I think a lot of people could know a lot more if they were genuinely interested in it, you know. But it's like this device right here. There's so much stuff on here, but I don't really care one way or the other what the phone has on it, what it don't have. All I care about is the camera, whether I can make a phone call on it and get text messages. I don't really care about any of the rest of it. But there's some people that really get into phones and they can tell you all about it. It's because that's what they're interested in. I know, and I've realized that people want you to do all the tech stuff. I just tell people I don't know how stuff works and shrug secretly. I'll never tell. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like when you have a pickup, everybody is your friend because they need a pickup. Well, if my phone doesn't work, I freak out. Well, yeah, but you're still doing the gig app, so I mean, you've got to have your phone. Okay, I'm back. I had a phone issue. Uh-oh. Oh, your printer isn't working. Sorry, I don't know what paper even is. There you go. Not Grandma asks questions about her tablet sometimes, and that I seriously don't know. I don't have a clue. I gave her an Android tablet, and I said I can help you with this one, but it was a slower one. It wasn't a real good one. It was a review one, but I reboot figured it out. There you go. All else fails, just shut it down and start over. This KVM switch that I got, I love being able to switch between computers without unhooking everything. But sometimes it won't load when I boot up my desktop. It won't load the monitors up. And when I asked them about it, they kind of said, "Yeah, well, that's kind of a known issue, and the technicians are working on a update." I'm like, okay, so it's not just me. Same thing with the USB ports. One's supposed to be for the mouse and the other one for the keyboard. They're. I think it's too low a voltage on these things. I think if they could bump up the voltage a little bit, they would probably work a little better. But what I know, that's getting way over my head. I just restored everything. That's what I was. Yeah, yeah, it was. I had trouble with it for a couple of days. That thing is 449 dollars or $399 or something. But it's cool because I've got a mini PC, then I've got my desktop. But when I get in another mini PC, which I've got another mini PC that I got to review, I don't have to climb in behind my desktop and unplug the monitors and move all this around. I can just plug it right there, flip a switch, and I can switch right over. And I don't. That's why I really wanted it. At least that's honestly usually how you fix it. Yeah. But well, I threw one in the trash last week. It was junk. The one that I've got now, it's this one. It's pretty good. It's actually got almost as good as specs as my desktop, but it's like $500, which is pretty high for that mini PC I threw in the trash was $129. But I've got another one. And it's got uh, well, I'll show you. Let me find it here. Where's my list? Mm-hmm. Open in new window. Boom, boom, boom. Let me go to share screen, share window. I don't know how this one will be, but that's not bad specs. That's more RAM than I've got in my desktop. That's good for me. Sarah was looking at them and asked me, "Oh my gosh, is that it?" I'm okay. Y'all are opening my front door. Let's hope no bats. Yeah, this is that mini PC that I got in the other day. I haven't had a chance to do it, which I'll try to get to it next week. But my desktop has that Ryzen 7 in it also. I always had Intel, but I don't know. It's got pretty good specs on it, and it's not a cheap one either. So I don't know how it'll work. That last one that I did, I tried to load Metal Storm. You may have heard of the flying simulator game. It wouldn't even load it. And then I tried to load uh, oh, that real popular one that a lot of people play. With on one part, you can jump on motorcycles and ride them, and you can drive on hoverboards. I don't know, but it wouldn't load. I don't know about Ryzen 7, but it seems like a good number. Zach, which is Emily's son, worked at Geek Squad at Best Buy, and when I got this computer, my desktop, he had said that Ryzen 7 would be good for editing and stuff, and it is. Once I had got sent some RAM memory to do a review on, and I thought, cool, it matches this. I'll just put it in. It ran like crap after that, and Zach came over and fixed it and took those out and spaced my memory out, and it's been running great ever since. Best Buy wanted, even with the extended warranty, it was free to check it right there, but if they was going to take it to the back, it was like $150 to diagnose it. And nope. So much for the extended warranty. And I said, so if I'd have dropped it down my stairs when I was living at the apartment, it would have been covered. And they said, yeah. So next time I bring it, it will be in pieces. They said, that's the way to bring them. Then they can fix them or replace them. And it's free. Oh, y'all are opening my front. Oh, I don't know about that. The same here. Yeah, I've heard of it. And I just don't know. I only play 2 games. You remember RuneScape? I don't know. Hello, Tim. Tim is another Missourian. Okay, my son's on here, Tim. That's pretty obvious when you look at the last name. We were talking about mini PCs, and this is the one that I got in to do the review on. But it's got as good a specs as my desktop. Let's see. If I go to system, yeah. Actually, what did that say? Mine is a Ryzen 7 5700. So this is a Ryzen 7 7735. I've got 16 gigs of RAM. This has 32 gigabytes of RAM. So yeah, it may be better than my desktop. The only thing is, because of video editing, you really need a video card, and these mini PCs are going to be integrated. So they're not, that's where they're not going to be as good. So, well, I don't know. This Firebat that I've got that I use, I started using a different editor, and it's running it just fine. It ran it fine, and it played those games. Now I don't know if it'll play. What is that one? Yeah, Firebat. Firebat. I don't know if it, let's see. I think this is it. Yeah, we won't watch that, but we can go right here. Oh, okay. Mine has the Firebat has 8745. The other one is 77 something. It's pretty close to the same specs. I don't know. That's one I've got. It's got little RGB lights in it. I turn them off. I mean, I don't care. My desktop has the RGB lights and the fans, but closing your door. But that kind of changed my mind. Not like she's going to be playing the latest AAA game. Yeah, if these wouldn't do it. Not, I don't know that they would play like uh, GTA and stuff like that. They might, but I'm afraid it would lag. Your laptop supposedly lights up, but it still isn't set up. Hmm. Where'd that go? Oh, 32 gigabyte, 7735. I wonder. Hmm. Yeah, I just hit later and like 10 startup screens. Okay, really running down to the dirt. All right. We will be here. I'm just curious. I'm playing here, y'all. We're just gonna see. Blah 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 blah. Let's get down to right, bottom line. The last moderate gaming everyday media. The Pledgen is plenty. Runs quieter. For heavier gaming and integrated GPU, 4K video. Okay, so I guess I'll keep mine and. But I know it seems like it's got good specs on it. So anyway, so what's happening, Mr. Tim? You been out? Have you been doing any fishing? Been kind of hot. I don't know. Hello, is anybody out there? Nope, no fishing here. Been kind of hot here. I did yard work today. That was enough fun in the sun for me. I did eat some shrimp when we got off the live stream last night, and I was thinking I could take a piece of this shrimp and go down to this little city lake here, or pond. It's not much of a lake. It's probably a half acre. But sorry, I'm here. That's all right. I have to drive too far to get to the good fishing, and I haven't had the time for that. Yeah. Okay. All right. I didn't know if y'all was still here, and Lisa, you can't. And we never know about you. You might have went to sleep on us. So, so what is it? 9:40. So it's 10:40 there. You should have a package Wednesday. I think that's what the tracking said. But we got a tracking number, so we're somewhere. Oh, yep. There it is. I'm sitting here yawning, but man, that sun zapped me. I'm just not used to it. Tim will let you know when I fall asleep. He knows. Well, the one thing about it, and Ray's done it, and he said, is if I fall asleep, everybody's gonna know it. And I have sat there and dozed off and thought, this is so stupid. I got a bed right there. There's nobody or nothing twisting my arm to make me sit right here and fall asleep. So I'll get up and go lay down, and my mind starts going, and I'm wide awake. I stayed up extremely late. Actually, it was daylight. It was like 6:30, 7 o'clock. I went to bed, and I started watching Beverly Hillbillies, and I just started watching them over and over. I thought, this is ridiculous. I took a nap. I was tired, and I tweaked my back a couple of days ago and needed to give it. I was on my feet for a long time yesterday on the concrete floors. Think that may have made the back hurt more today, I bet. Well, that didn't go well. Ground was so hard. Think I got a good sample though. This ground in my backyard, you can walk out there and sink nearly. When I did a metal detector, a month or so back, and that thing was going off all over this yard. But there's a slab out back, and there used to be a shop back there. And what's really funny about my house is you can go out my back door, and there's a sidewalk that goes out, and it kind of stops. But I started getting the shovel and digging it. It goes all the way to the fence, and it probably goes under the fence and keeps going. The house was built in 1936, so I don't know how it was laid out. If that sidewalk actually went somewhere, I don't know. But yeah, I thought a metal detector would be fun too, but there's a lot to those. I thought you could just turn it on, beep, 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 beep. No, you got different metals. It makes different sounds, and I always wanted one. And I got one last year, year before to do a review on. I don't know if it was very good. This one seemed to have been good. There was a guy that had metal detectors, and he said that it was a pretty good one. He bought it. But the cool thing about it is you can put the whole head of it underwater, not where the control box is, but the head of it is all waterproof. You can go underwater with that. And I figured just about, yeah, this one had gold, silver, nickel. Uh, it had different tones, and I don't know. It's more complicated than I really wanted to deal with. But I did for the review. I did find a piece of copper wire in the backyard about that long. It picked that up. I don't have waterproof. I don't have the waterproof head, but I can get one for my detector. Yeah, this one you could put under the water. Just the head of it, not the whole thing. But and I found a horseshoe today, but I had a horseshoe, so I don't know because when my storage building flipped upside down, I just kind of put everything back in there after we got it flipped back over. And then when I started putting this other one together last month, whenever that was, I'd put on a bunch, we'd put a bunch of stuff on the end of the slab. So I don't know if it fell out of my stuff or if this is another horseshoe. But I mean, it's a real horseshoe because, it's not like pitching horseshoes. I don't know. If it's mine was found in town where Applebee's is now, but it used to not be Applebee's, and it was about 4 foot deep. So odds are there was a blacksmith shop there probably in the early 1900s or so, because it was deep. Backhoe dug it up. I just happened to be standing there putting barricades out because there was a little alleyway there, and I had to block that off. And I saw that in the pile, and I said, "Hey, hold on a minute." This sounds stressful. How did it flip over again? The wind. Whoever lived, well, according to the landlord, there was a big shop out back. And apparently he don't keep an eye on his properties very well because he said they went on vacation and then the people wound up moving out or getting evicted. I don't know. And he said when they came over here, the shop was gone. Come find out, it had burned down. So I think they was probably making medication. Anyway, it burnt down and they put up a little metal shop, but they didn't put screws in it and anchor it down on the concrete. And I should have done it. And I thought about putting a strap over it because I knew it wasn't on concrete. But I thought, hey, we ain't going to flip that over. And it did. Came home one day and it was upside down. Luckily, it didn't go over the fence and damage somebody else's house. The landlord came over and it was a pretty good size one, probably 12 by 14, 12 by 12. It was a pretty good size. And we managed to get it flipped back over, but it was a low rider. It's like this was the front and this was the back, and it sit like that. The roof, it came down on the sides and it leaked and Brandon, you need these for that shed. Let me open up YouTube. Oh, I don't need that one. Because I can't click on the link on Amazon, on StreamYard. Where am I at? I'm on Dash and Grandpa. Where'd that link go? There it is. Oh, well, mine is sitting down on concrete. And I went and borrowed a drill, one of them big ones, and it just, I put the concrete screws in this one. So it shouldn't go anywhere. Yeah, there's a big slab out back, and it's sitting on there. It's a little storage shed sitting on a great big slab. What happened? Where'd I go? There I am. Oh. Yeah, the other one was on concrete too, but they didn't put screws down. I did this time. Ain't nothing like Fort Worth here. Oh, yeah, I bet. Those won't work on concrete. No. Hammer drill with concrete anchors will do. That's what he gave me, is a hammer drill. And because I was trying, I went to Tractor Supply, got a concrete drill bit, Tried it with a drill and it just wouldn't sink. I went and borrowed his and it just I know now. I'd never put screws in concrete, so I know now. So, well, you like it there better than you did Fort Worth, right? I wouldn't want to deal with the traffic in Fort Worth. They're loud, but make the job much easier. It wasn't too bad, but I had a company that was going to be sending me another regular scooter like mine, but I don't know. It was through some affiliate program. Wasn't Amazon, but oh, I love it there. Yeah. Well, the pictures you've sent and what I've seen you sending grandma and stuff, I thought, man, that is so pretty there. But I would have never. I didn't think about it really, I guess. But I thought I'd have never thought about it being that hot there. But when you think about it, technically, you're kind of in the desert. You know, you're kind of desert here and mountains here. But I was just thinking you were probably up high enough. But I guess you're on the other side of the Rockies, back where it levels back out. 'Cause I kind of was wanting to go. Steve, which is he's does YouTube and he's got his channel, and I was going to go to. He lives in Denver, and I was going to go to Denver, and I'd seriously considered driving on over there because it wasn't but like 8 hours more from Denver to there. But I never made it to Denver, and I ain't had time to do nothing. Oh yeah, we technically live in the Mojave. Yeah, I'd love to. I didn't know Texas has a desert. Oh, he's in, oh, Texas, West Texas? That's, yeah, I'm in Utah, like right by Nevada. I could walk to Arizona. It would take a while, but I could. I wouldn't be walking nowhere. Not right now when it cools off. Yeah, yeah. There's what is that national park? Zion. Is that right? Zion National Park. Isn't that up there? I said, when I was doing the Dirty Shoes Adventures, I was watching all the RVers and all that, and they was going to all those places up there, and you'd hear about all of them places. And places I wanted to go, I just never got out of the Texas and Oklahoma area. I only been to Nevada once. I'd like to come out there. Oh, Zion, that's cool. Maybe y'all can come here, or I can come there. Kason stayed over here a couple times. Aiden, I guess he don't care. He's 16, you know. You stopped in Las Vegas for a tour once. I flew out there one time, and I haven't been back. Business collaboration. Another email. Yeah, when I went to Vegas, so I was all into gambling, and that's all I did. So I don't care that much about it anymore. I'm nothing against it, but there's so much more to see. I've never been further than west than Kansas City, Kansas. You need to get out more. I've been pretty much straight up from Texas, Kansas, uh, Montana. I've been to Montana, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, and then I've never been to the East Coast or the West Coast, but a lot of states in between. I bought a scratcher and won $21 and went back to Kansas City. Cool. This is, I know you probably can't see it, Caleb, but if you look real close, y'all are right there. Let's see. It's one of my favorite pictures of you and Charlie. Let me turn this light because this camera's got a zoom on it. Zoom. Oop, there. Now you ought to recognize it. Fly to Vegas, and it's just a quick hour drive. That would be cool. Found the worm. All right. Next to the dream catcher. Yeah, I just got Emily made me that one with a wolf on it. That one is actually a diamond painting. Where's diamond painting? This one I got at Bell's Home. It was on clearance. Of course, the one that you probably remember is right there, but it's kind of seen its better days. Oh, there's a security camera. There's my car. Yeah, I never even seen my car. I want to get rid of it and get a pickup, but man, they're expensive. Whoop, we can get out of the way. Let's see, how do I zoom back out? There we go. And that light's bright on me. Bad lighting. Okay, I'm awake. Whip this light back around there. There we go. Oh, I didn't even turn that on, did I? There. Cub, have you seen one of the Osmonds? My childhood crush was Donny Osmond. They live in Utah. There's an Osmond movie on YouTube that tells like their whole life story from the beginning, and the real Osmonds came out on stage, and very movie was interesting. That's cool. And you get to drive through the Virgin River Gorge, and it's such a beautiful drive. Breathtaking. Reminds me of Jurassic Park. Cool. I love the dream catchers. I got one over my bed. My black one, that's where it used to be, but when I moved, it didn't get put back where I wanted it, but and now it's kind of the the fiberglass or whatever they made the ring out with cracked. And I don't know how to fix it. That big dream catchers like that one are expensive. I have not looked up. I'm assuming they'd be up in Salt Lake City. Provo. Oh, Provo. I want to go there. There's a comedy club that only does clean comedy, and they have some great comedians come through. I don't know if you've ever watched it, but there's called Dry Comedy. I think that's or Dry Bar Comedy, and they're all clean cut, family oriented, and there's some funny people on there. The clean comedians have to try hard because they can't rely on vulgarity for that. That's true. That is very true. I had never really thought about that, but that is true. Oh, I wanted to go to a comedy club, but Fort Worth or Dallas would be the only places I would know. Uh, and I don't know anywhere down there. Anybody need a Orta for Surface Pro 11 keyboard? I don't. I don't need a wireless keyboard. I already got one that I don't use. Dry bar. That's the one. Oh yeah, it's in Provo. Maybe that's where they're at. I just saw them. I've seen them. I watch them on YouTube. Like, could you imagine George Carlin getting famous without constant? Yeah, yeah. And he could have done it because he used common sense things that was, if you really stopped and thought about it, was really funny. But if you ever seen Ralph Barbo's playing a club in Dallas, I'd highly recommend him. There was one place, I got on Google looking them up, and I think it was in Carrollton actually. Ralph Barbosa. I ought to write that down. Sitting there at a computer and looking for a pen. And just bring up Notepad. Ralph Barbosa. Barb. Yeah, I spelled it right. I ought to look it up. I just, I don't, I've never been to really a comedy club. I mean, I went with Grandma and Papa. I mean, I was a kid, 12, 11, and I don't, I remember it, but the guy was mainly a singer. Uh, Something Nelson. Uh, Nelson was his last name, but he was mostly a singer. I just don't know you know, because some of those clubs down there, I'm sure, are where I wouldn't want to go, and then some of them might be too highfalutin. I don't know. Tell you one thing that they got opened. Eddie came by the garage sale we had at Grandma's this last weekend. He was talking about a new restaurant at the casino over here. So we decided to go try that new restaurant. Come find out you have to have reservations. So we went ahead and put our name on the list. And then Emily looked up the menu and just a salad. No, a salad was like $21 or something like that. And you could order a steak, which was about $60, and $11 for each side item. Like if you got a baked potato, it's $11. Well, if you really want to eat here, it was like 3 or 4 meals. We didn't eat there. We went to the other one. It's in the same. Actually, that new one is like behind glass doors. Probably got 4 or 5 tables in there, but I don't think it'll make it. People are not going to spend that kind of money. The only way it would be worth it is if you'd won a big jackpot or something. Maybe if you hit 10 grand or something, you might eat in there. But for the normal person, no. Mm. So is that where you found that worm before? You just found it in dirt? I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I guess you could go find a frog and put it on a board and dissect it. Look at the blood cells. Yeah, yeah. It's a new restaurant. Eddie was telling us about it. And I thought, yeah, we'll go try it because it's from right here. Well, in Burkburnett, it's 5 minutes to the casino, less than 5 minutes. And I ate out so much that I want somewhere different. And there is a new place where you haven't. It wasn't there. It's called the Loft. I think that's yeah, the Loft. I think it's downtown, like on Indiana. It's pretty good, and it's not that expensive. But they'll have like four or five different items on the entire menu. They don't have a big menu. The ground is full of parasites and worms. It's kind of scary how quick I found it. Yeah. Oh, I don't know how much editing I'm going to get done tonight. I really need to. I did that junky vacuum cleaner, but I don't really feel like doing it. I don't. The last time I looked at a microscope, I was probably in 7th grade at McNeil. I don't even remember. I don't. I don't even remember doing it at Holiday when I went to school there. McNeil, we had the frogs. And yeah. Um, Washable area. Oh, wait. Do we have something? You'd have probably liked the one rug they tried to get me to do a while back, Caleb. But it was, oh, wow. This is a possibility. Uh, it was a game controller, like our Xbox game controller. Open sidebar, move to new tab, new window. Whoa, what happened? There we go. Hold on. Hold the press. Oh, the ground is full of bait to catch fish. Yeah, that's for sure. No, that's the wrong window. Close that window. Good Lord, how many windows do I have open? Share screen. We're going to check this rug out. Mhm. There we go. 99 bucks. That ain't much higher than what Sam's was. Sam's was like $89. 8 by 10. Y'all think that would look good on the dark brown wood floor? I don't know if they're going to let me have a choice. That was kind of cool looking. Hmm. Which one do y'all think? A dark wood, hardwood floor. I think that would be too much. I think that might look all right. Medium gray. Was that a big old butterfly in the middle? Yeah, it's a uh, dark wood floor. And the living room is the original floor. The rest of them I don't think is. These wouldn't look good on it because that's on light wood. They don't show any of them on a dark wood. I kind of like that one. Oh well, if I don't like it, I can put it in here and nobody will see it but me. Well, ain't hardly anybody gonna see it in the living room either. Uh, it says dark, or it says gray. What did it say? Gray? Dark gray? I think it would look good on darker brown. Well, right up there under that couch, it looks pretty dark. That would be almost the color of my floor in there. And it's got enough different colors in it so when I spill something on it, it should be all right. I bet for this price, though, it's probably pretty thin. Medium gray, 8 by 10. I think that would be too busy. I don't like that blue. And that would be too dark. Hmm. That's probably too white. That looks like it's already had stuff spilt on it. Somebody dropped the ink. Well, that was not bad. Hmm. Whoa. No. And that one, where'd it go? Oh, no. No. How about that one? If they'll give me a choice. I don't know. Medium gray. Those have different, yeah, they do. In case anybody doesn't know, if you're ever looking anything up on Amazon, if you'll double click that number right there, if you're on a computer, that is your ASIN number, and that's what you can look for. You can do a search for just that, and it will bring that product up. Just FYI. Did I freeze up? Am I still alive? Is it live or is it Memorex? Egg by 10. I think that's about what the one Amber gave me was. Yeah, I asked them. We'll see what they say. Doo 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 doo. We will see. And that's one of those items that how do you really review it? You know, I watch some of these reviews of people reviewing something, and oh, the colors are so nice on it. It's black, so shiny. It's plastic. Like, really? I mean, I can see maybe on that rug talking, but you don't know what how tight the weaves are. I don't know. I can talk about how soft it is. I don't know. We'll see. If they send it, great. If they don't, they don't. But it would be nice to have one in here because it would just be a pain. I don't know how I'm going to lift the desk up to get it under it because it really at least needs to be on the front legs. I get all my grandkids over here at once and help me pick it up. And it'd have to be picked up here, the middle, and down there all at the same time. And carpet slid under it. Wonder what, like, wonder if you'd see anything swimming around like in Coke or Pepsi or, a soda. Hmm. Probably would on those little fruit box drinks. I've heard that they've found mold in those things and all kinds of stuff. Caleb must have got lost in looking at the worms in the dirt. It would be kind of good. I can see him they got a microscope for his birthday. And that would be kind of cool. I get that. I wish I had more time to do fun stuff, but I did have that one microscope. But it had a big camera or a big monitor. You put stuff under it. That's when I learned that butterflies actually have hair on their wings, which I never knew that. But if you magnify it, they got little peach fuzz around the edges of their wings. I thought that was pretty cool. Never knew that. Useless information. You lost him? Uh-oh. You got to get some, like, I don't know if you heard me or not, but get some Coke or something and pour on your glass and see if you see anything moving around in it. I don't know. I mean, that would be scary if you did. How did you go from soft rug to worms in your cake? Worms in your cake? Worms in the dirt? Or did I say cake? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I'm random. You got to turn the page. Mom sometimes will be talking. I'm like, turn the page. We're completing another chapter now. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, you got to pour just, I wouldn't waste it, but pour just a little bit on there. I've thought about looking at, oh, raw meat, but then that sounds, yeah, especially if, yeah, you don't want to do something that could ruin you. Of course, you don't eat, unless you've changed, you don't eat much meat anyway. We used to go to the steakhouse, y'all, and he would order, what was chicken salad, or, yeah, yeah, wasn't it? Like chicken, when we go to Roadhouse, you'd order like a chicken salad or something. You can have a steak, chicken, and as long as it don't have the bone on it. You could get the little uh, glucose deals where you take your blood and get you a drip of water or blood and put on there and look at your blood. It'd be kind of cool. I know one thing. Next time they run these SD cards on a Black Friday deal or some kind of big percentage off, I'm gonna get a big one. 64 gigabytes because I'm recording on 4K high def, and 64 gigabyte, it'll eat it up within just a few minutes. My 264 gets filled up after about one complete video. But sometimes I like to do 2 or 3. Trying to find a clean dropper. No, Sierra keeps trying to take my place. Those little things don't hurt. Just do it on the side of your finger. That way, if you're typing or using your fingertips, just use it on the side. I used to hate it, but when I was in the hospital, I was getting poked like twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, and I got to where I would just stick my hand out here. It just got old, and now it doesn't really bother me. I still hate needles, though. I've got to go now. Have a good night and see you next week. All right, have a good night. Thanks for coming by, hanging out, listening to the very random. See, kind of listen, it's very random. Anyway, have a good night, Pork Chop. That's one of the reasons why I named Grandpa's Random Reviews, because you've probably seen enough of the review stuff I do. It is random. You never know. And my live streams are the same way. Very seldom do they have a topic. I used to have more topics on this channel when I was doing like Spark and DoorDash and all that, but I don't really do those anymore. So. Oh. Please send me the code. I don't know what they're talking about. What code? I can send them the link. I'll close that window out, but I can reopen it. I don't know what code you need, but here is the Amazon link. Oh, wait. I may get drop shipping thing running as early as tomorrow. So, is it, I mean, I looked at that a couple of years ago. Oh, no, longer ago than that. Probably 7 or 8 years ago. But then I wound up just doing, it was like print on demand, like Spring, I think was one of them. And there was another one that I did, and people could just order T-shirts or whatever. I never really understood the whole drop shipping thing. I know it's where they can go on there and order what they want, and you don't really touch the merchandise. But I don't know. I don't know. But I kind of know. I know what you're saying. I just don't know the details on it. And I don't have time. I don't even, I know you can make money on TikTok too, but that's why I didn't mess with TikTok. I don't have time for it. I've got 904 videos out, and I don't even have time to go back and look and see if the Amazon affiliate links are still good. I just don't have time to go back and look. And I added some more stuff on the Creator Connections on Amazon, which pays out higher commissions. But I just go through there occasionally. If I had time to sit there and go through all my stuff and see if it's on there, I could probably make another $100, $200 a month, maybe more. I just don't have time to do it. Red Bull, very bubbly. So is the little, it's got little molecule things moving around. That would be kind of cool. Nope, I don't want that rug. They're trying to send me that one that had all the brown in it. My goodness, I don't know. I'll have to, I don't know what she's talking about. You know what's bad is when I'm sitting there talking like this, sometimes I'm talking like this and not even on the live stream. Don't drink energy drinks. Carbonation bubbles have sugar thick walls. Huh. I can't see the molecules. I'd like an electron microscope, which if I ever win the lottery, that's what I'm buying first. Iced tea for me. Oh yeah, I got my Chicken Express sugar or sweet tea right here. Drink all drinks except alcohol, really. I did drink some water today though. I I was about to cave in and drink one Gatorade, one water. Well, actually, one and almost two waters, and then two of these, which I meant to go. Chicken Express already closed. Oh well, might have enough to last a little more. I shouldn't be staying up too late anyway. I drink all drinks except alcohol, really. I got I got a bottle of 40 Creek. It's got about this much missing out of it, and I've had it 5 years. I don't, I'm not against drinking. I just choose not to. Haven't had any alcohol beverages in over a year. I didn't quit, just don't have time for the limitations. I mean, I didn't like I said, I got nothing really against it as long as you do it in moderation. I just don't. I don't have time. I don't want to spend that money on it. Oh, what did they say now? But due to the high price of the product and the willingness of many models to record the seller couldn't pay commissions. This? No, no, I do not want to. I do not want this one, but thank you anyway. If they can't do, what did it say? what was it, gray? Uh, medium gray. They can't do the, okay. That should take care of her for a minute. Where am I at? StreamYard. There we go. Name. Oh, found that. Oh. It would be counterproductive in my life right now. I don't really have an off switch when I'm out drinking. Yeah. I haven't been out drinking. Golly. Caleb could probably answer that one. 'Cause it's been 20 years. I don't know. It's been a long, long time. Open ear headphones. Boy, they're on a roll tonight. Man, they're not going to send the carpet. Apparently, they can't send that one. Oh, these look pretty cheesy. $15.95. Nope. Cool thing is, all I got to do is just put a little thumbs down. I don't have to sell them no thank you and all that. $15.95. You tell me how good those are going to be for listening to music. And my whole thing is, I mean, they might be good for me or us, but it's not, you can't sell them for much. And you're not going to make much Amazon commissions off of them. So why even bother? If it ain't $50 or more or something that I want, I ain't fooling with it. I never really drank booze at home. That makes it much more. I had a friend, David. That's all he wanted to do. He didn't ever, when we were younger, he didn't really want to go out. He wanted to sit at home out on the porch drinking. He could sit there and drink beer all day and cook out. He was a good cook. You know, I give him that. But he didn't want, and my problem is I wanted to go. I didn't want to sit at the house and drink. I wanted to go do something. And And I'm sure he's still like that. I don't know. Well, I am gonna get off here. It's 10:40. I've went an hour and 40 minutes. So I've got to. I actually need to get on Amazon and see what I can. Actually, is Charlie in there, Caleb? I'm gonna wait till you answer me. Or is he gone to bed? Is, or are you even here? I need where? I guess I didn't have a new window open. New window. No, no, he's still up. Okay. Well, never mind. I'll just pick what I want. Uh, I think he'll like it, and if he don't, then y'all can send it back and get something different. I don't know. I'm on growth right now, working on my drop shipping game plan. He's saying if I can get everything set up and rolling tomorrow, I could start seeing earnings coming in by August 12th through the 19th. That's cool. Not much earnings, but still start building over time. Yeah, definitely. I was looking at my Amazon payouts and it's taken, what was it, 3 years? I didn't realize I've been doing Amazon that long. I think let's see, earnings, payment history. October of 2022, made $5.45. But it's one of those things that just um, where we go? There you are. It's just like this. And the fun thing about it is I don't know where it'll top out. And of course the bottom can fall out from under it too. I could get in trouble and get deactivated, but just grow slow. He says October I could see up to 1,200 in earnings for the month. Depends on how hard I hit it. It could be more if I'm in beast mode. Dang, because that's only a couple of months away. You must have some good stuff on there. It took me what 20, almost 3 years to get where I'm at, and where I could quit doing Walmart Smart. Of course, there's other little side monies I'm making too, but I got to do some shopping here. And since Charlie's still up, I can't do that and ask you. Okay. Using AutoDS, I'll have access to 800,000 plus US based products to sell. Oh, that's cool. But I mean, it's commissions too, just like Amazon, isn't it? Don't you get like a certain percentage? Higher commission than affiliate. Oh, maybe I ought to look. Well, we'll see how yours goes, and you can instruct me. Hey, you can sell courses, but not to your friends. I think this is a winner right here. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I always want to say winner, winner, pumpkin dinner, but it's not pumpkin. Hmm. Okay, well, there's that. Let me make the mistakes first, then I will be more than happy to tell y'all that y'all know how to do it. Yeah, sounds good to me. I, I mean, if you could make that kind of money quickly, it might be worth. Because I'm going to try at the end of the year. I want to be at the first of the year to where I don't have to work as hard. Because I should have enough coming in from uh, commissions not to have to keep accepting so much stuff, and I just start even turning more stuff down. What I've got to do is find a CPA or a tax professional. Oh, why did that open a new? I just found a new shortcut. I don't know how I did it. It opened a completely new window. Do this right and get going on autopilot. I may only have to work on it 3 to 5 hours. Oh, that would be cool. Definitely. Which is the end goal, work less and earn more. Yeah. Uh, when I logged on to Facebook last night to get Lisa's address to send that, uh, what's her name? Madison. You know, I've got her on my Facebook. Pedro's woman, wife, or ex. Because she had some pictures on there. I'm kind of surprised he would let her put on there. But I mean, she's a grown adult. I get that. But are they still together? I don't know if he's said anything or not, but it looking at her Facebook, it didn't appear. June 1st was, I think, the last pictures I've seen of them. Yeah, I have no clue either. I mean, I don't really care. I mean, it's whatever, but I don't know. You got some pretty provocative pictures, especially for Facebook. You know, I don't, and if it was my woman, I wouldn't want her putting those pictures. I mean, you can't control them, but you know, you can ask them nicely, not to show the world your goods. All right, let's add this to the shopping cart. Add the cart. Oh, wait, was those? Oh, can I go back? What's the difference? There's always hypnosis. Thickened wheel for 14 to 20 inch back. Yeah, that's probably what we need. Let me remove this one. Yeah, I'll pay the extra $5 more. Cal, if you're still there, you're going to have some work to do. Just FYI. I like that one. Okay. Add to cart. Add coverage. Oh, by the way, if you're still there, Caleb, your microscope does have a 2 year warranty on it. I don't know if they sent you that or they just emailed it to me, but I'll email it to you or send it to you. I don't think you're gonna need a 2-year protection plan on this. Still just looking at pictures of worms. Yep, you're gonna have a little something to do, but you're gonna have to, if you want to, if you see what I'm saying, that I'm gonna leave that one to you, or if you can't, then let me know, then I can get that too. Proceed to checkout. Where did, oh, okay. Oh, man, it's gonna be late. 13th or the 14th. He's in his room. Well, you want me to show you this before I add? Uh, Here, if he does pop back in there, you have to, wait a minute, let me go back. Share screen, your window. Is that the right window? I think so. Nope. What happened? There. Those are thickened now. Let me go back. How's that? Does that look all right? I haven't hit pay yet, so now's the time to say something if you want to. They had it in red or blue, but I like the black better. Are you there? Hello? I guess I'll get a drink and what do you, yeah, I think so. I'm just worried he won't use it for how much that is. But he needs to. Well, you got to get out there with him. I mean, I know you don't have a bicycle, and if I had the money, I would have bought all of y'all one, but I don't have the money right now. And it's big, and ought to, be cooling down here soon. See, rider height 35 to 62, ages 3 to 20. You ain't gonna put a 3-year-old on a 20-inch, but well, it does say 14, 16, and 20. But his height was, there was a chart somewhere. Oh, the rider height 48. But say 48 to 60 inches for a 20-inch. And if I thought, that's why I thought if you got that one, then it could have a little growing room. You're an excellent parent. Don't say you're not. You're doing well. You can't do everything, but you have done a lot. Teaching in colors, you taught in colors, and you forgot one color. Don't beat yourself up. You're doing excellent. You just keep doing what you're doing. You just, I'm very proud of you. Well, I mean, oh well, we'll just get it, and if he does, he does, and if he don't, maybe he will later. And he may not want to mess with it for 6 months, but it'll be there. To be honest, I think that's kind of funny though. I was like, okay, now what's this color? And he just looked at me. Great. Just uncommon color, I guess. I gotta remove this. But should we get this too? Or that you're probably gonna probably need to go to, just let me know. Y'all go to Walmart. That way you can put one on because, oh, you can't see. I'm looking at helmets. I forgot I stopped sharing the screen. But go to Walmart and look if you want to getting a helmet. I mean, I'm not against them. We never had one. You never had one, but there's probably a smart thing to have one. So maybe this time next year I'll be in a position where we can do electric scooters or something like that. Those are cool. But these helmets are all different sizes and so behind that one, here for long. Oh, that's cool. I wonder if that's the space station. I saw something uh, on the news the other night, or not on the news, but on Facebook or something that that it was supposed to be coming over western part of the United States. You know, like I don't know, at an angle. I don't know. They said it'd look like a slow moving star. But anyway, y'all go to Walmart and check out the helmets and let me know. A meteor shower on the 12th and the 14th. I'll try to remember that. But this is going to be late. It says 13th of the 14th. So I should have already ordered it. I got busy and I wasn't thinking about it, but um, Charlie, there, that, place order. Bing, bang, bam, order placed. Oh, oh, well, the trainer wheels are coming in August 9th, but the bike's the 13th or 14th. They're deorbiting the space station above the western USA. No, I think it was just flying over. It was going to be, you was supposed to be able to see it from here. No, no, it was just supposed to be visible. You know, there ain't nothing ever visible down here in this part of Texas. You got to be up north and to see anything, you know, like the northern lights and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, you might put up the one thing because that's going to confusing. Like, what's this for? I should have already had that done. Anyway, it's done now. Did you take that with your phone? I tried finding it with a telescope, but it goes away too fast, like 23,000 kph or something. I don't have a clue. I just know on Facebook or something it said that it was supposed to be visible and it would just look like a slow moving star. It's a meteor shower. Grandma says it's a meteor shower. Did you send Grandma that picture too? She's on here too, I guess, watching. A lot of times she is, but she don't ever say anything because she's watching on her tablet or her phone. It's a good camera. I was wanting to get a new phone, but I don't want to. I don't. Want, this one's paid off. It's S22 Ultra, and I just now paid it off. So my phone bill went down $59 instead of 103. It was weird nighttime picture mode. I don't know how it works. Oh, you got an iPhone, don't you? That leaves me in the dark. I don't know nothing about them. Grandma knows more about iPads and iPhones than I ever will. There again, it's where your interest lies, and all I want's a phone with a good camera. I don't care if it's a Samsung Galaxy or a Pixel or whatever. As long as it's got a good camera. Oh yeah, Sierra takes pictures at work, and I tell her all the time she's gonna get a pick up a UFO. Maybe. That's one of them things that I won't say yay or nay, either one. I wouldn't think of somebody being crazy if they said they saw one. And if somebody don't believe in UFOs, then that's fine too. But I kind of do. Sam, how can it just like make nighttime, daytime? The shutter, for your nighttime mode, the shutter will probably stay open longer. It probably tells you to hold your phone still. The Samsung will do that, and it'll have a countdown. You have to keep it still. It's better if you can put it on a tripod or something. I used to get some really cool shots with my big camera, but I haven't been out at night, and now all I do is use it for doing reviews. Have I not told you my UFO story? It happened when I lived there. I don't think so. You may have, but I don't remember it. Takes like 8 seconds. Ride them. You got the 8 second ride. We're living in Iowa Park. Our lecturer, I can't remember, but Sierra asked for a Subway. I said okay and started driving it. It was pretty late at night. This glow appeared in the sky, kind of like you'd see a comet come into the atmosphere. I guess I was living in Electra because I don't remember you living in Iowa Park. It got large and bright and then made about an 85-degree turn and left. Huh. Yeah. Sounds very strange. You know, I got no. I think they could highly possibly be. That would be cool to see something like that, though. Ooh. I've read about Earth Skipper or whatever meteors which bounce off the atmosphere. Well, you know, that's probably what they're going to play it off as. But there's been too many pilots that were restricted on what information they could release, and now they're all old and retired and they don't care anymore. So you got all these old people making up these stories. They were had to keep their mouth shut back then, but but they scheme bets off. They don't come in, turn around and leave. Hmm. I'd turn around and leave too. But the crazy people on that planet, they'd be shooting at each other and blowing up each other. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I was looking for you to be on the live last night and did the giveaway. That Lisa one, she wanted wireless microphones. Yeah, I don't know. Wish I had my dash cam set up. If you ever need a dash cam, let me know. I got some. Matter of fact, there's one right over there. There's one in the car that I'm supposed to finish making another video on the update for it. And then I think I got one in there, dash cam 4. I've done a bunch of dash cam videos. Probably done more dash cams than I have anything. But there's one of the hardest ones to do because you can't do a demonstration of it going down the highway. If there's road signs or if there's cars in front of you where you can see the tags, Amazon flags and all won't let you. But now I've learned I'll just go out here into the country and drive down to that back 240 that goes back towards Harold or Electra, back that way. Nice. And sleeping schedule's all messed up. I have one and it's been probably 5 years, still haven't used it. They will help you. When that lady T-boned me when I had my Infinity, she totaled my Infinity, but as soon as I sent her insurance company the video clip, they just started writing checks. They didn't ask no more questions. It was clear. I mean, I had video proof. She ran the red light. There was no, you can't beat a video. They can save you or hurt you. If you got one that's got the GPS on it, it's got the miles per hour on it, and you're going 60 into 45, it's probably not going to be good. I don't, I really don't know what all I got in there. A safe, camping chair, dash cam, a laptop. Not a very good laptop, but it's a laptop. You could come shopping and there's a room. That is pretty. There was what was in Vegas? There was that Red Rock Canyon. I'd kind of like to go see that. Right. I don't guess they'd be snow skiing on that stuff. That looks like, I don't know, I guess they could, but that's what got me about Colorado. You'd see something like that, and then they'd have big fences out there with metal strips in it, out in the middle of a field. But I guess from what my understanding was, is when the winds get up and start blowing that snow, it's supposed to catch the snow and keep it away from the roads as much as possible. Yeah, that pic I seen, I always have to drive, so I can't. Thinking, yeah, I know, I don't want to drive off a cliff. That was distracting. Yeah. Oh, when we went to Colorado, that Monarch Pass, I didn't understand at first, but now I understand because they told me. Because you'd be driving and it's straight off. There's no guardrails, no nothing. And then there's some guardrails. But they said that the reason why they do that is they have the guardrails, but they have to stop putting guardrails up because when the snow plows come through, they can't push the snow over the guardrail, so they have to leave openings between the guardrails. You know, you may have 200 yards of guardrails and 50 yards no guardrail, and that's where they shove the snow off. Oh, well, I never knew that. Makes sense. We drove over that Monarch Pass, and because where we was staying at Colorado, you had to go through that Monarch Pass to get anywhere because it was on the south end of the mountain range, and everything was more up towards Gunnison and up that way. I think it was Gunnison. All right, Tim, thanks for hanging out and listening to me and Caleb ramble. Let us know how the keep us posted on the drop shipping thing. That sounds pretty interesting. I'm don't know how to fit it in this schedule, but it might be worth trying to figure it out. And if you get ready to start doing some reviews, just let me know. I can hook you up. Last one was a tankless hot water heater, but I got nowhere to put that. It was one of the offers last night. I really ought to get off here too. It's 11:20. I'm not getting much done. I really needed to do a couple more things to take to the Bowie flea market, but I'm not probably going to get them done. I've got about 12 things in there right now that need to be reviewed, and I don't have. I spent yesterday working on a mobility scooter. They're sending me a new one though, and then an ice cream maker, and both of them is broke, so I couldn't finish those videos. The ice cream maker, I'm going to cut the cord off and throw it in the trash because it don't work at all, and it can't be fixed. Anyway, I get stuff all the time. Suppose there's nothing in here. That would be fun to go up there and with the camera and take pictures. That's a good picture though. My camera probably wouldn't do much any better than that. It's the Canon EOS R. Now they're up to like a R6 or R7, something like that. Maybe you should have done the review. Yeah, well, on Amazon, I'm not as free as that, and both of them was damaged. I mean, and since they're sending new ones, but like the little hand vacuum, car vacuum cleaner I did earlier, the Amazon video, I won't be too hasty, but on the YouTube part, because the hose, it's got a extension hose, a flexible hose, and I said, I don't know how you would get it to go in there and stay. I tried both directions, it wouldn't stay. And I'll put that on the YouTube one, but I can't. I got to be kind of careful on the Amazon one. I don't want to. But I definitely. It's funny because a lot of times I say I'll give it a thumbs up, and there's some things I say if you want to check it out, the Amazon link will be in the description. I don't give it a thumbs up. That's a telltale sign that I didn't think it was very good. And get some stuff like that. But if it comes in broke, I mean, I don't really blame the company for that. And that electric mobility scooter is or $699, and they're sending me another one. So I really can't say too much. I wonder. Mm-hmm. What can let's see, compose. I'm fixing to go put this on my phone. Who did I send that to? Oh, there it is. Now we have two burners. Oops, turn that down. There. I'm still rolling in the chair. I so needed that carpet in here, but I wasn't going to just take any old carpet. I can't see when you're writing, but that was the stuff we had at the garage sale. Here's my scooter. It looks dark on here. There. And they're supposed to send another one of these, but this right here is what was broke. The batteries are just kind of laid in there, but you can see where it was broke. There. Right there. But I found the internal parts might be damaged. There's a computer, another vacuum cleaner, a card reader, knives, there's some shoes, camping chair, safe, and some microphones and Wi-Fi extender, wireless adapter. It actually works. A drone, band, walkie-talkies. Those are high-dollar walkie-talkies too, but and there's a dash cam, hearing aids, batteries. There's that vacuum cleaner. If you need one of those, let me know. It's an air compressor. I'll just show you the house since I got you on here. And there's the camera. Electric desk, it goes up and down. The tree. I was doing reviews in here, but I mainly do them in the living room. I put a backdrop right there because washer and dryer is back here. In the kitchen, there's that ice cream maker. There's a nice heavy cord, so I'm going to cut it off and just chunk it. They're supposed to be sending another one. But anyway, this is my casa. No couch. I bought that recliner, and then Emily's mom gave me that recliner, and that one's more comfortable. That one over there is electric, but this one's more comfortable. The welding machine, power supply box thing that you use for camping. What is it? Of course, all my fishing stuff. Oh, bathroom. I wash sheets when Casey spent the night, so when I tore the bed down, I washed the sheets. Anyway, my room. Make a circle and come all the way back around. Now you know what my house looks like. Streaming in stereo. Good it is. How to leave. Oh, I guess pushing that button that made me leave. Those walkie-talkies are the global ones. I mean, Grandma asked if Charlie would like those walkie-talkies. Those are the global ones. They work off of the cell towers. You like it? This house was built in 1936. So it's been here a minute. It's dark outside. I'll show you. Got a cellar. Well, you saw the way you saw the video on the shed because you mentioned it. I don't know if Charlie would Charlie want those walkie-talkies. I mean, they're just they're walkie-talkies, but I mean you can go everywhere with them. They'd be the same thing as a cell phone. If you if you saw anything you wanted, just say. I think let's see. I think I've pretty much given everybody a tire inflator. Grandma's even got a tire inflator now. Man, I think I gave one to Jamie. I can't remember. But I get those pretty regularly. But there might be another one in there. I gave my other one to Amber because I got a jump starter and air compressor, 2 in 1. and that's what I carry in the trunk of the car. It'd be good. Well, if you want, I mean, because if you when you key them, they make the noise. These, well, these are littler. One pair is waterproof, but they're bigger than the other pair. But I mean, he would just be able to talk to you or whoever had the other one. Yep, got charged. So when you key, it'll do that. Just got the little key button right there. But they're little. But they work off of a cell tower. That's why they call them global. I've gotten some more, but I don't think they was very good. I mean, if you want these, I'll send them to you. There's two of them. That's it. They got the headphone things. I think they got little clips you can put them on your belt or pocket. Um, where's my list? There's my list. I'm gonna show them walkie-talkies. I don't know if it's these. Yeah, it's these ones. New tab the new window. New window. Share screen, share screen, your window. There. There's POC radios, unlimited range walkie-talkies, long range push to talk over cellular radio nationwide. Yeah. Yeah, I've done a few of these. The SIM cards, they come with pre-installed SIM cards, and when you do have to replace them, I think it's like $95 for both of them, but that's for a year. And these would be good probably for a year, and then they go out. But it's a lot cheaper than a cell phone. And then if you dropped one of these and broke it, you know, oh well, throw it away and move on. But a cell phone is a little different. And you can put a group call if other people have them, but I never tried to dive into that much of a review. Most of my stuff is a box opening, pretty much. There's what you get. The other ones are the same thing, only they're bigger. Uh, let's see. Where did no remove? Oh, here we go. There we go. Here's the other ones. But you see, they're basically, and these will float. I did do I filled the sink up with water because they said that they float and they're waterproof. So I tested that theory and I dropped it in the kitchen sink and it floated. So they're just bigger. But they work. They're the same thing as far as that SIM card goes. I don't know if y'all want some, tell me now because if you don't tell me now, they're going to Bowie to the flea market. And if you do want them, I'll get them in the mail. Just let me know. Last night I put QR codes on stuff. I've got the app on my phone now where I can print address labels, and of course these I have to make the image and then put it on GIMP, my photo editor, and put a list of them, and crop it, and then save it and add it back to my phone, and then add the picture and print it out. I don't know, that one year SIM card purchase wouldn't happen. Oh, okay. Well, how far do you, what do you say, a quarter of a mile? I had some other walkie talkie. Oh, I think I got rid of. I had two sets, but I don't know. They might would reach. If I get some more good regular walkie talkies, I'll let you know, and then you can tell me if you want them or not. The last ones I had like this, I sold to a guy here. Well, I met him at Tractor Supply down the road, but he was uh, they cut trees, and he said that they can tie a cord onto it and onto the clip, and they can communicate with each other without having to get their cell phones out. So it's a lot cheaper to replace this than it is a cell phone. So, usually, I'll give you a link and you can kind of watch it because that's the Amazon storefront, and that's where the newest of the new stuff, because YouTube won't show up for September. I think I'm up to September 5th or 6th, And by the time it's out on YouTube, I may have already sold it. Why do I have to? Oh, where? There we are. But the Amazon storefront, as soon as it gets approved by Amazon, which is usually the next day, there you go. If you'll save that, and if you see something on it, if something new comes out, the older stuff is probably already gone. With the new stuff, if you see something pop up that just came out tomorrow and you want it, let me know. And, unless it's something really big that's going to cost a fortune to ship, like that mobility scooter. Ain't no way you could afford to ship that. I bet it costs $150, $200 to ship that, which that would still be cheaper than buying one, but most everything I get smaller stuff. I'm getting tired. Too much fun in the sun. I got a shelf over at Grandma's that I got to go put together probably next week, but I need to go get some totes from Sam's. May do that tomorrow. May use them to go to Bowie and empty them. Hopefully sell all that at Bowie. And then put stuff in them for the shelf. Make it look pretty for the review. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. I'm getting tired. I'm going to go lay down, I think. No. I don't know if might be easier just to, here. Oh, well, once you get off, I'm going to find it. There you go. Well, you can send me a picture of it. All right. Well, I'm off of here. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Wednesday nights and Thursday nights. Usually Wednesday nights for sure. Thursday nights are iffy. I kind of don't do a whole lot on this channel much anymore. Sounded like somebody was popping fireworks or shooting a skunk or something. Got 3 shots. I don't know. It could have been firecrackers. Anyway, I'm off here. Thanks for being here. Love you. And have a good night. So I'm getting off here. Good night, y'all. Whoever's here. Mom, Caleb, whoever else is here. If anybody else is here. Good night. Bye.